Here's the challenge. I have 1 day to make Minecraft using the Unity game engine. And because I hate myself, I'm not allowed to use the internet.
Not bad, not bad. But here is the real challenge. I have 1 month to make Minecraft, and because I hate myself, I cut off the electricity. So as you can see, I decided to make Minecraft, but to be honest, I have never really played with it. I only saw some streamers playing it, so it's time to...
I know everything I need to know about you.
Okay. So first of all, we need to create the ground and dirt objects in Blender. There, we already have a nice cube, and now we want to sculpting? Jesus, no. We want to UV editing. What the fuck is this now? So I changed my mind, and instead of creating by myself, I simply downloaded them. And here it is how it looks like in Unity.
Nice.
After this, I made a script that generates the map, but in Minecraft the map rather looks like this than mine. So I modified the script and now it has some... random... what the f... Anyway, I figured out that this is not the most optimized way to generate the map, because we also render those objects that we don't even see. And this can be a problem because... So basically 1 block has 6 sides because it's a cube. And now we have a map that I made that contains a 10 by 10 by 10 chunk of these cubes. And to get how many faces do we render, we have to multiply these numbers by 6. Which is at least infinite. Or one might say... So instead of using 3D models, I will generate the meshes, which will only cover the top level of the map. Basically a mesh contains these red points that we call vertices, and these vertices has a position in the mesh. But unfortunately I am dumb and I don't really know how to create mesh in Unity. But luckily there is a thing called... So after 11 minutes I became the grandmaster of my generation, and I was able to make this.
I have several questions.
How will this become this?
I need an answer.
8 hours later.
Welcome to Minecraft. Yes guys, this world was made by Sam Hogan. So I was looking for some tutorial to get an idea on how to make a similar map like in Minecraft, and it looked like that I found the perfect video. 22 minutes already in and we ended up like this. But a wise man once said,
I need an answer.
So I hopped to the second video and read the title.
Rigid body character controller.
What the fuck?
Dear Poncho, your tutorial was amazing, but Minecraft doesn't look like this. Anyway, I'm sure that there is another great tutorial.
That's adorable. What the? Ginger, no!
So I noticed that Sam... can I call you Sam? Or do you prefer Sam Hogan? Or only Hogan? Hulk Hogan? So I noticed that this amazing guy not only made a video about how he made Minecraft, which is actually his craft, I guess, but he also uploaded his code to GitHub, which means only one thing.
What are you doing, step bro?
But if I would use his whole project, then the video should start. So when I make similar projects, I rather do it to learn something new, so let's create mine. Crap. Usually, these already finished projects can help me to start my own. Thus, in the next steps, I will try to reverse engineering Sam's project. That means that I will try to figure out how the hell he did it and why it works. If it works. So first of all, I will create the chunk that contains the blocks, and each block has a block type, for example, air, grass, dirt, and so on. And now in this case you can see that the top level blocks are grass, and under that I place the dirt blocks. And now in my version, for the sake of simplicity, I will use only 2 kind of blocks, air and grass, because for the air blocks you don't have to draw anything. And now I will also draw only the top mesh of the grass blocks.
It is what it is.
It looks like I forgot to add the grass material. Then I added some randomness, because previously I only marked those blocks as grass that are at the bottom of the chunk, or in a scientific language whose y coordinate was 0. And now I figured out that those blocks whose y coordinate is 1 and x% 2 = 0 bracket bracket will also be grass. And it works. So basically this means that in every second row the grass will be in a higher position, I guess. So the next step is to draw all sides of the blocks, and not only the top one. Nice, but since Minecraft doesn't look like a fucking odd radiator, I modified the script again, and oh, what the fuck? Finally we got something that looks like Minecraft a bit. No. So I made a small modification and turned this into this. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for Minecraft. Collision. That prevents you from falling through the wall. So yeah, it's simple as hell. To prevent the player from falling through the blocks, I need to add the mesh collider for the chunk. But we don't even have a player. So the next step was to create the player.
Okay.
So the player is ready for the battle, and here is the script I made. Okay, I stole it. Nevertheless, it's a quite simple script. You just have to set the grounded player,
check
if
the
player is jumping based on some random physics. And that's all. And that's all. So I fixed it very fast. I mean, if 6 fucking hours is count as fast, then yes, it was fast. But the script still has one problem. 2 problem.
Stop, bro!
First, the camera is lagging for some reason, and second, which I just discovered, the player stuck to the blocks. But I think I can fix the problem, because for the camera movement this update method is responsible, and in my opinion I have to use the fixed update instead of the normal update. It's still laggy, but what if... So I decided to download a player controller from the asset store, which honestly seems more complex than my whole project, if we look at the number of scripts. But anyway, after dragging the FPS controller to my scene and doing a really complex configuration, I tried it out and yeah, it's very cool. But there is one thing I don't understand. Who is doing these footstep sounds? Because I'm a... 2 things left: make an infinite terrain generator and add the ability to destroy or build a block. So first I will make the infinite terrain generator, and right now it works by generating only one piece of chunk and its position that starts at the 0,0 coordinate. Completely by accident. Our player spawns at the same position. Anyway, our goal is to generate the chunks around the player, and sure, if it's moving then generate the new chunks and unload the odd ones which are far, because if you are 10 kilometers away I guess you don't need to know what is there. So first I generated the chunks around the player, which seems to be working fine. Thus, the last step of this process is to check if the new chunks load correctly. So it turned out that I just simply forgot to implement it, but now it seems to be okay. So let's hop to the last feature, which will allow us to destroy or even build a block. The Mexican standoff is already exists between the player and the block. And now we have 2 options. With the right click we simply destroy a block. Shit. So, with the right click we simply destroy a block, and with the left click we place a dirt block.